So today we want to look at the partial quotients strategy for division, and it's one of our introductory division strategies that we use with the students. So we're going to look at using that partial quotient strategy to solve a division problem like 245 divided by 3. So we need to look at how we can take groups of 3 out of this 245, which is our total. And we know that division is like repeated subtraction in a way, and there are certainly more or less efficient ways that we can do this. Now, when I'm just beginning with this strategy, I might not know the most efficient way, but using those partial quotients, I can at least find a way to get myself there. And so I can rely on my knowledge of the powers of 10 to know that 10 groups of 3 is 30, and I can at least take 30 out of my 245. When I do that, I'm going to be left with 215. So I want to see if maybe I can make a more efficient jump and take more groups of 3 out than just 10. And I know that 5 times 3 is 15, so 50 times 3 would be 150, and I have at least 150 left here. So I'm going to take that 150 out. When I do, I'm left with 65. Now, again, using my powers of 10, my knowledge of powers of 10, I know that 2 times 3 is 6, so 20 times 3 is 60. Now I have 15, I have 65, if I take 60 out of that 65, I'm left with 5. Now I see that I can't do 10 more groups of 3 or 20 or 50, but I can still do at least one more group, and one group of 3 is going to get me 3, and so I can take those 3 out, and I'm left with 2. Now I don't have enough left to take another group of 3, so I'm left with a remainder of 2, or 2 left over. But I still need to figure out how many groups of 3 I took out altogether. To do this, I'm going to have to take a look at the groups that I took. Well, I took a group of 10, a group of 50, a group of 20, and a group of 1. And I know that 10 and 50 is 60, plus 20 more is 80, plus 1 more makes 81. So I have 81 groups of 3, and then I have 2 remaining, or 2 left over, so I have a remainder of 2.